How to calculate how much money you will need for retirement or early retirement. That's our topic for discussion today in the Market Secrets Investment Series. So, how much money you will need for retirement? To be honest, there is no accurate answer to that question. You will have to make a whole lot of assumptions, not just about yourself, but also about the state of economy. But the lack of accuracy shouldn't put you off from doing what you can right now. Visualize yourself at the time of your retirement or early retirement. I know it's tough, but just do it. What is your average day going to look like? Resist the temptation to wonder if they have invented space transports. A good way of doing this is to look at your retired parents or grandparents. What are their lives like? My family spends a whole lot on gifts, medical bills, weddings, and functions. They travel every few months. The question is, are they spending more money than they used to when they weren't retired, or are they spending less money? More often than not, you will find that their expenses have reduced since their pre retirement era. Simply because they don't go out every weekend. They no longer need to spend on their children's education. They no longer think that overpriced coffee is best. They no longer feel the need to watch movies within the first week of its release, and so on. But then again, this differs from person to person. Some people assume that their post retirement household living expenses will only be about 70 to 80 percentage of their pre retirement household expenses. That's not a bad assumption. So going with that assumption, suppose you currently spend about 20,000 rupees per month on stuffs like groceries, utilities, etc. Assuming you will only need 80% of your expenses when you retire 30 years from now on, you will be spending about 16,000 rupees, right? No, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. We need to accept certain inalienable truths. Price will rise. Price will always rise. So we need to account for that. What I'm trying to say is you will have to factor in inflation. The amount of stuff you can buy for 100 rupees today will be lot less 30 years from now. Inflation rate in India averaged around 10% from 2012 to 2014, reaching an all-time high of 11.16% in the November 2013. From 2014, it reduced significantly but creeps up every now and then, like in 2021. Let us assume that over the next 30 years, average inflation rate is 8%. Then, to maintain the same level of expenses of 20,000 rupees per month 30 years from now, you will need to spend about 2 lakh rupees per month. You can do the math yourself using the formula in MS Excel. In simple terms, 30 years from now, in order to enjoy everything that you are enjoying right now for 20,000 rupees, you will need 2 lakh rupees at an 8% inflation rate. This is something that we should never forget when we do calculations for our retirement. So moving on to the salary hikes or income hikes, I'm not sure what industry you work on, what salary hikes are like in your industry or the company, but assuming you are an average to above average performer, assuming you work continuously, chances are that your salary will rise in tandem with inflation, in which case you don't have to panic as much. People tend to shift jobs every few years and get an average hike of 25% at every jump. This will hopefully keep your income above the inflation line. But let us assume that you are an average person and that you won't be jumping around much. How the hell are you going to maintain your lifestyle once you are retired? Plan. Start planning right now. So the first thing is you need to figure out your required retirement corpus and start building towards it. Assuming you will have a life expectancy of 75 years, this corpus of yours should be able to support you approximately for 15 to 20 years past your traditional retirement. But people in the private sectors, especially in the IT, may get fired in mid 40s or 50s, and hence their retirement span is higher, that is around 25 to 35 years. I hope I didn't scare you. Did I scare you? Actually, I did want to scare you just a little bit, but you can relax. There is a whole bunch of retirement planning products and calculators out there, and you should use any of it to arrive at the amount you would need. I have built a simple calculator using Excel. It is a very simple calculator. You can just plug in few numbers and you can see the results yourself. So we have few numbers here. So I am assuming that inflation is 8% and the investment return from my instruments is 11%, and this indicates that the real return is 3%. Real return is nothing but the returns after inflation. So 11 minus 8 is 3. So the real return is 3%, and I'm considering we'll be getting an average increment of 15% per year. This is considering your promotions and also jumping between companies. So the average increment per year is considered as 15%, and the life expectancy is considered as 75 years. You can just change the numbers. These numbers will automatically change. So how to use this calculator after plugging in these numbers? So if you look at here, considering you are currently at the age of 22 and the year is 2011, and you are getting a salary of 3 lakh rupees per year, and your expenses is 2.5 lakh rupees, and you will be saving 50,000 rupees. In this case, at the end of the year, your net worth will be 50,000 rupees. And using simple retirement calculation, we have arrived at the corpus that you need if you want to retire at this particular year. So this entire column will represent what kind of money that you would need if you want to retire at that particular year. And this column will indicate whether you have reached that amount or not. That is, if your net worth had exceeded this particular corpus value, then this will turn into true. So if you look at here, this is where it turned into true. So this is the year, that is 2031 is the year you will be able to retire if this is your data. So people planning for early retirement can use this calculator as well. So if you want to use this calculator, you can adjust these numbers if you want to, and you just have to fill in this particular row with your details and just drag this formula. Everything will be done automatically. So let's take this example. For example, consider a person who is of age 22 and he started his job in 2011 with these numbers. So if you look at here, his salary is growing at the rate of 15% every year, and his expenses is also growing because of the inflation. And considering he is saving the rest of the money, his net worth will continue to increase due to additional savings and this 11% returns from his investments. So his corpus will continue to grow, and the corpus he needs to retire will also continue to grow because of the inflation. But after 20 years of working, his net worth has crossed his required corpus. So in this case, if he wants to retire, that is, if he wants to take early retirement, he can retire. So this is just a simple calculator, but there are thousands of calculators available all over the internet. This is a simple one. There are a lot of complex ones as well. So try to use whatever that you are comfortable with, but try to arrive at the numbers. If you look at here, this column will represent the number that you would need to retire. As simple as that. So going back, the calculators like these are available all over the internet. These calculators will help you to plan your investment for your retirement. So make use of it effectively. Also, don't get too scared about your investment plans. Without even knowing, you might have invested in some of the retirement products already from your first salary, as some of it is mandatory. The commonly used retirement products are EPF, PPF, and NPS. But these three products should be used just as a part of your retirement portfolio and should not form the entirety of it. In addition to these basic retirement products, you should also build a separate portfolio, preferably using equity mutual funds and other asset classes. So this would be the fourth component of your retirement plan, and this entire investment series is dedicated for this purpose of building a healthy retirement corpus. So I hope this entire series is really useful for you. If you have any queries on this particular episode, or any queries on investing in general, then please drop it down in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer it. Hit the like button if you have liked this video and share it with your friends if you find it useful. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video or conduct a live session. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.